Viewers, this is your Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to breathe too hard during this audio podcast recording, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode, Boruto, episode 94. So basically, just like the last episode, this episode starts off the night before the night before parent and child day. So basically, this episode starts off the night before parent and child day at the Hidden Leaf Village. So basically, we see an old lady who is the grandmother of the daughter of Ichigo Ramen. So basically, I don't know her. I tried to look for her name, but I can't find her name at this point. So basically, I'm just gonna refer to her as Granny Ichigo, because she is the grandmother of the daughter of the daughter. She's the grandmother of the daughter of Ichigo Ramen. So basically, we see her and a bunch of other food vendors planning some type of scheme to take down Choji. So basically, so basically her plan is to sponsor the eating contest to take down Choji. So basically she got a bunch of other vendors to help take down Choji in the eating contest tomorrow. So anyway, the next day on parent and child day, we see Choji at his house, basically just watching TV, and eating a lot of junk food and all that. So basically, and he just passed out on the couch. So basically, when his wife, Kyra, I think that's how you pronounce her name. If I'm pronouncing her name wrong, please forgive me. No, Kyra came in, and turns out that Choji did not eat the junk food, but while he was keeping on the couch, Choji ate all the food in the fucking house when he went to sleep. So basically, Kyra got mad at Choji, like, no, now I have to go shopping again. So basically, she was kind of pissed off that Choji ate all the food in the house. Now she had to go food shopping again. So anyway, when Kyra was about to go out to go shop for food, Choji had the audacity to say, "Oh, can you get me back something?" And that's when Kyra had enough and kicked Choji out the house. So basically, Chojo was like, oh, Mommy's real mad at you this time, Dad. I know. So anyway, that's when Boruto came by, like, Choji and Chojo was explaining what the hell happened to Choji, and that, say, Dad, wow, and Boruto said, wow, you're so in trouble with your wife, Uncle Choji. So anyway, and that's when Choji saw the poster of the eating contest that's when Grandma Ichigo is sponsoring today for Parent and Child Day. So basically, the prize is some fancy dinners and shit like that. So basically, Choji decided to enter the contest, win the prize, and get that, take out Kyra to get back in Kyra's good graces. So basically, that was Choji's plan to enter the contest, win the prize, and get back at Kyra's good graces, and get back in Kyra's good graces. So basically, but Choji needed Choji's help, and Choji was like, all right then, all right then. So basically, they entered the contest. the eating contest belong with Rock Lee, Melody, Psy, Energen, Shake It Out, and Shikamaru. So basically, Chozo and Choji into the parent child eating contest along with Rock Lee, Melody, Psy, Energen, and Shake It Out in Shikamaru. So basically, the first one. So basically, Boruto was there for was sitting in the bleachers, giving showing support to Choji and Chozo, and Kyra was there was there as well. So anyway, so basically it's like 30 parent and child teams there. So basically, the first round was eating ramen. So basically before the first round of the eating contest again, Melody Melody got so nervous that he picked before the contest began. So therefore he got therefore it was a squad. So therefore Melody and Rock Lee got disqualified because Melody kind of peaked before the competition even ended for the eating contest even began. So basically the competition started, blah blah blah. So basically by the first round, only 5 teams made it past the first round, being Choji, so basically Choji made it past the first round. Energen and Psy made it past the first round. Made it by the first round. Shikamaru and Shikada made it past the first round. And this father and son team named the father being named Grunt and the son named Ton made it by the first round. So basically, when the first round was done, backstage, Grunt and his son Ton was for to take down told Chozo and Choji backstage that we will take you two down. So anyway, but turns out that Grunt and Ton were hired by Grandma Ichigo to beat Choji at the eating contest. So basically, Grunt and Ton were hired by Grandma Ichigo to take down Choji and her daughter. So anyway, the second round was barbecue. So basically, at the end of the second round, only Grunt and his son Ton made it to the second round. Choji and Chozo made it to the second round, and Shikada and Shikamaru made it past the second round. Now, and again, the side got eliminated during the second round. So basically, throughout the second round, Choji was kind of making a fool of himself, and Kyra was kind of embarrassed that Choji was making a fool of himself, trying to impress her and trying to get back in her good graces. So anyway, the third round came around. Turns out they had to eat these spicy hamburgers from the from the hamburger joint that Boruto in the west of the west of Russian is going to eat at. So basically, these for the spicy burgers. So basically, Josie and Chosen had a hard time trying to eat these spicy burgers, but Glut and Ton were eating these burgers like they wasn't hot at all. So basically, Chosen, Chosen and Josie dig deep, but they managed to eat one burger apiece, while Ton and Glut managed to eat like 26 26 spicy burgers. So basically Chozo and Choji managed to made it through the second, made it past the third round. So basically Choji and Chozo managed to make it past the third round along with Tom and Glut. And as for Shikadao and Shikamo, they were barely too full to eat the spicy burger, and they just gave up. And therefore they got disqualified during the third round. So anyway, Boruto was started to get hungry after watching this eating contest. So basically, Boruto's stomach started to growl, like, this eating contest was starting to make him hungry and shit. So basically, before Boruto went to go get something to eat, he bumped into Shino, who was playing with that Kumar knife. So basically, we see Sensei again playing with that nine-tailed fox toy that Orihime wanted to get and whatnot. So basically, Boruto was like, Sensei, so you're still playing with that nine-tailed fox toy. So basically, Shino was trying to play off that, I'm not, like I said before, I'm not playing with this all, I'm just researching this star. So anyway, so basically, Shino Sensei was about to go with Shino Sensei to change the subject and say that I got these pork buns from one of the vendors, I'm about to eat this. So basically, Shino made Boruto more hungry, and Boruto went backstage to see that there was an industrial food from the competition. So basically, when Boruto went backstage, he found that a couple of servers was about to get rid of the spicy burgers that Chozo and Choji had ate. Was about to get rid of the leftover burgers that was in the third round. So basically, the vendor. So basically, Boruto begged the server that can I have one of those burgers? So basically, the server said, okay, sure, go ahead. So basically, Boruto took a bite of the spicy burger, but turns out the burger was not spicy. So basically, Boruto took a close look at the tray where this burger came from. Turns out it was the burgers that Glut and Ton ate were eating. Turns out that Grandma Chio switched the spicy burgers for Ton and Glut, and so basically, it turns out that Grandma Chio switched the spicy burgers for Tom and Glut, so that way they can beat Choji and Chozo in the third round. So anyway, the final round was eating dumplings. So basically, Grandma Ichiko, put the fiction during the final round of the eating competition. So basically, she switched the bowls of Choji and Chozo's deeper bowls. That way, so basically, Choji and Chojo had bowls, had a deep bowl full of dumplings, while Gutton and Tom had average bowls full of dumplings. So basically, the bowls that Choji and Chojo were eating out were more deeper than Glut and Tom's dumpling bowl. So basically, Choji was Choji was like, what, he's was about to give up, and that's where Kyra gave Choji some encouragement to keep on eating. So basically, after Choji got some encouragement for his wife Kyra, him and Chojo, started to eat these dumplings at a fast pace. So basically, that's when Grandma Ichigo decides to put the screw to Chojo and Choji. So basically, she uses Jutsu to make the dumplings in Choji's bowl to grow monster to expand huge size, but turns out she forgot how to stop the jutsu. So basically, Grandma Ichigo used some type of food jutsu to make the dumplings in Choji's bowl to grow fast and huge. So basically, but Grandma Ichigo didn't know how to stop the jutsu. So basically, the dumplings the jutsu make the dumplings. So Grandma Ichigo's jutsu, Grandma Ichigo's jutsu make the dumplings in Choji's bowl to grow huge and fast. So basically, Choji uses his fashion jutsu to grow, to make himself bigger and ate all the giant-sized dumplings. So basically, Choji uses his fashion jutsu and ate the giant-sized dumplings, and therefore saving a lot of people from these giant-sized dumplings. So basically, Granny Ichigo and her accomplice Gaunt and Tan basically got punished for sabotaging the food competition by Shikamaru, and basically Choji were declared the winners for basically won the food competition after that. So basically, after that, Choji and Chojo won the competition in the prize. So basically, Kyra was so proud that Choji and Chojo for winning the eating competition and whatnot. And Choji said, I'm still hungry. And Kyra said, after all that food you eat today, you're still hungry? Thank you. So basically, this is how the episode ended with Choji and Chojo laughing at the fact that laughing at the fact that Choji is still hungry. So basically, this is how the episode ended. So anyway, with Choji and Chojo laughing at the fact that Choji was still hungry after eating all that food during the competition, and this is how the episode ended. So basically, this was a good, funny episode of Boruto. So basically, this was a good Choji episode. So anyway, this was a good Choji episode of Boruto. So anyway, what did you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it great? Or was it okay? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Sincere Michael, sign off. One.